Hello everyone, this is the Casual Fan. So it is Kevin Magnussen that will replace Nikita Mazepin as the second driver at Haas. After all the possibilities and permutation and combinations, Haas has finally ended up with the Danish driver. Someone who used to drive for the team until 2020 and someone that has been entrenched within the culture of the team for a long time. In this video, we'll take a look at why Kevin Magnussen was possibly the best case scenario for Haas once they got rid of Nikita Mazepin. So without further ado, let's jump straight to it. Kevin Magnussen is not new to the team in any which way. He was part of the team for 4 seasons from 2017 to 2020, and during that period he had a lot of ups and downs with the team. Regardless of what Drive to Survive loves to portray, Magnussen and Gunther Steiner didn't appear to have a good working relationship with the team. And with the new regulations in play right now, an experienced hand in Kevin Magnussen is surely going to be a great help as compared to a Nikita Mazepin who, well, if we are being fair, had found it hard to keep up with Mick Schumacher last season. Magnussen has been part of the team for a long time. He has not been away for that long either. And to add to this, he is aware of how things work within the team. Someone with that much information fits like a glove with the team, and Kevin therefore will not be wasting too much time getting used to his surroundings. Now, the most important thing is, when we look at the options for Haas's second driver, we always tend to ignore the crucial fact that Haas has probably one of the more unique environments of any other team. It's essentially an American team led by an Austrian, and that does lend itself to an ecosystem that you will not find anywhere else. Kevin, on his part, has been there and would not spend his time adapting to some of the cultural shock that would have plagued a driver which was entirely new to the system. Okay, now lest we forget, Kevin Magnussen scored a podium in his very first race in Formula 1. Not only that, he had the upper hand over his teammate Romain Grosjean, a driver with 10 podium finishes to his name. Kevin is no slouch. He is a pretty handy driver. Sure, he's not a Max Verstappen or a Lando Norris or a Charles Leclerc, but he can be a consistent point scorer if the car is good enough. And if we do compare, he is hands down a much better pick than Mazepin for the second seat. In this season, it does appear that Haas might have to battle it out against the likes of Williams and Alfa Romeo in a battle of the backmarkers. Earlier, with Mazepin in one of the cars, it would have been foolish to give Haas the upper hand over either of the Williams or the Alfa Romeo driver lineups. However, now if you compare the combination of Magnussen and Schumacher against the likes of Bottas, Joe at Alfa Romeo and Albon Latifi at Williams, then the driver combo does look better. To add to this, from a fan's perspective as well, this combination should give a better judgment of how good Mick Schumacher truly is. How he matches up or beats or gets beaten by Magnussen could define the road his career in the future will take. However, for Haas, this is definitely an upgrade in terms of driver lineup and could bode well for the team this season. The other potent option that could have made a lot of sense at the moment would have been Nico Hülkenberg. Arguably, out of Magnussen and Hulk, if we have to compare, then Nico does command much more respect as a driver in the paddock. However, it's also no secret that Hulk was even offered this seat earlier by Gunther Steiner when he was about to leave Renault at the end of the 2019 season. Hulk had declined at the time, citing the reason that he will only come back if he gets an opportunity to drive for one of the frontrunners. However, that hasn't happened, and other than a few one-off races here and there in 2020, Hulk has not raced in Formula 1. In the meantime, Haas too has regressed in terms of competitiveness. The car has not fought in the midfield for 2 seasons now, and if we are brutally honest, then their sacrifice of the 2021 season to go all out for the 22 season's car seems to have fallen flat. The first test was poor as the car suffered from reliability issues and hence covered a limited number of laps. Even when it ran, it just didn't look impressive. Haas is most probably going to fight amongst the backmarkers at the end of the grid this season. For Hülkenberg, coming back to a backmarker and covering race laps just for the sake of it does not add any value to his career, and it ruled him out of contention. With Hulk out of the picture, the only driver left that could be picked based on merit was Magnussen, and Haas has emphatically gone for him. Now, at the end of the day, I guess it's fair to say that Haas has made the most of the options that were present in front of it, and by doing so, it has made a statement of intent by putting a quality driver in that seat instead of a standard pay driver that does not add any value other than the dollars that come with his services. So this was my view about the recent return of Kevin Magnussen to Haas. Do let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Take care.